Chapter 1. Nate. The dust swirls out on the plain, the wind a constant annoyance on this training exercise. Captain O'Keefe chose this location to irritate and prepare us for our Middle East deployment. I haven't been in a full deployment in a while. None of us have. Others have been getting the job done, but it's time for them to come home, decompress, and spend some time with their families. Our country is at war, one that will never end, and now it's our turn to go over there and do what we do best. Tumbleweeds move toward me, on a mission to tackle me. Shooting them would make me happy, but the bullets would go nowhere and cause alarm. It's best to ignore the errant weeds because fighting with them just leaves me frustrated. The last time I moved one, I drew blood from a piece of glass it had picked up on its journey. Today, it's my duty to watch, to listen. We're going on 2 days with no sleep, waiting for the raid to come. Practice fighting in the desert, the smoldering heat with the sun beating down on us, is to prepare us. Knowing that at the end of this exercise I can go home, marry my girl, and start the next stage in our life is a welcome relief. She's not going to like it when I tell her we're leaving again. I haven't had to deploy since my brother died. There have been a few missions here and there, but nothing that kept me away from Riley and EJ too long. This time will be different. The thought of leaving Riley and EJ for a long period of time doesn't sit well with me. It's not that she doesn't have a strong support system, because she does. Lois and Carter, our best friends, will be there when she needs them. Jensen, Riley's father, will be there to make sure EJ is doing all the father-son things that I'll miss. And Carol, her mother, will make sure that Riley is taken care of if something were to happen to me. Riley and I have to get married when I get back. I can't stomach the thought of knowing that I'm deploying, and she and EJ won't be taken care of in the event that something happens to me. That's exactly what happened when my brother died. She found herself pregnant and alone, without any financial support. My brother should have married her when he had the chance. Instead, he left on deployment before marrying her, thinking that he was invincible, and nothing would ever happen to him. Most of us have that mentality. We feel invincible. I never asked why Evan and Riley didn't get married when they had the opportunity. I'm not willing to make the same mistakes as Evan. Everything that occurred after his death was a nightmare for Riley. My mother, even though I love her dearly, is the most stubborn, hard-headed, and unreasonable person I know. I can understand the anger she felt, but when Evan died, he didn't go away. Riley was pregnant and giving us a piece of him that no one else could. My mother couldn't see that, and still has a hard time accepting the fact that she and I are together. While she dotes on EJ, she's less than civil to Riley, and I hate that. Evan would hate that. My parents always loved Riley, and that shouldn't change because we choose to make a life together as a couple, as a family. Explaining to Riley that our time is limited won't be fun. It's certainly not a conversation starter after I've been gone for over a month. Hey, honey, I'm home for a few weeks. A few weeks. The thought of what we have to do in that time both excites and depresses me all at once. A rushed wedding, sad goodbyes, and hopefully a baby conceived. I'll have maybe a day or two before I have to break the news to her. My radio crackles, causing me to cock my head to the side to listen. Nothing follows. There's no command, just radio static. Someone is warning us that our mission is underway, even though they shouldn't because the intent is to catch us off guard. Still, the warning is welcomed. It's been 48 hours out in this desert, and I'm ready to go home. All we have to do is complete this exercise, and we're on our way back. Looking through my scope, I spot an armadillo walking across the plain. The wind and heat makes everything shimmer, causing me to blink and refocus. My spotter, Texas, is next to me. He chuckles, likely wondering if I'm going to blast the critter or let him keep walking. He could be dinner, he mumbles under his breath. His real name is Carl Poole, but he earned the nickname Texas when he showed up at a gathering with shit kickers, a cowboy hat, and a piece of straw hanging out of his mouth. He solidified his handle when he asked if we all wanted to go to a hoedown. Seals spend a lot of time together and know just about everything about each other. The day we left, he found out that his sometimes girlfriend is pregnant. We wanted to celebrate.